Newcastle 2, Chelsea nil, and Chelsea are dumped out of the Carabao Cup before the quarter-final stage, and that game was not good enough. It really wasn't. I was fully expecting Enzo Maresca to make 11 changes to the starting 11, and barring two early chances, there weren't even chances, there were half chances that first half. My goodness. We were all over the place. Joe Linton has to score 7 minutes in, and it's the biggest wake up call. But nah, that lethargy continued. We couldn't progress the ball in a sustained manner. We were getting bounced in midfield. Our midfield three essentially was Enzo Fernandez, Renato Vega, and Cucurella against the three of Longstaff, Joel Linton, and Sandro Tonali at St. James's Park, our bogey ground. It's a mismatch, and it showed. But they didn't really need to carve us open for either goal. We gladly just handed it to them. Badia Shield has no right to play the pass to Vega, who gets dispossessed, and Isaac scores. 2 minutes later, it's 2-0 with Zazi's own goal, and we all know how the story ends. I mean, that right hand side of Disasi and Dewsbury Hall, yes, both of them not playing in their natural position, but it was diabolical to say the least. And it had to change in the second half. A lot had to change in that second half. Maresca gave 10 poverty minutes to Dewsbury Hall to not kill his confidence, despite playing out of position at right wing before Noni Madueke came on. And in that second half, we were much on the front foot. It was better, but was it? Because Newcastle were just happy to be in that compact shape, keep their defensive organization, and try and hit us on the counter attack. We did have a few clear cut chances in that second half to try and get back in, especially that Felix one on one. But it was a flat end to the game rather, and we are out. So are Villa and so are Man City. So that cup competition has really opened up. But I thought Mudrik and Cucurella had very good games amidst all that was happening around them. Mudrik, especially, he is quietly developing behind the scenes with a good coach, and it really shows. Felix, on the other hand, in terms of tech, his it's awesome. I mean, his touch, his turn, the way he shields and manipulates it, but his final actions on the night, my goodness, was garbage throughout. Every time he shot the ball, I was thinking to myself, why from there? And that was perfectly highlighted when he missed that 1v1. Completely forgettable performance, and the same can be said about Enzo Fernandez and Christopher Nkunku. You expect so much more from the caliber of these players. But there is a bit of context to this loss. Looking the way the season is playing out, you play Newcastle in the league and cup within a space of a few days, and the manager effectively has to choose one. And he did. Palmer was on the bench and he was unused despite us chasing most of the game. He chose the 3 points, knowing just how crucial the next two games in the league are, which is Man United and Arsenal. But as a Chelsea fan, we always want to be there, lifting silverware at the end of the season. Now the FA Cup and that Conference League in particular becomes paramount.